Yo, what up? It's your boy T-Bear here with your reaction video. I guess my voice coming back a little more. I was a little hoarse on the last couple of days because I'm a little bit under the weather. So this is my review for part two, which I just finished just a couple minutes ago. I saw some of it last night after my gig before I went to bed a little bit, but I didn't want to stay up too late because I had to work. But I saw the rest of it just a few minutes ago. So, oh man. That was a good job how they did this, for real. They doing a good job. Can't wait to see how 3 ends though. Let's just go through this though. First off, man, so Mike had a little rough edge in the beginning though. He was pretty hardcore in the beginning though. First, cause I guess he had a little bit less talent as singers out of all of them, and they was picking on him a lot. And then Bobby was always teasing him a lot as well. He almost was like originally going to get kicked out because he got in a fight with Bobby and they even choked him because he called him out and he spit on him and shit. But the boys being loyal and kept him in there though. That was awesome though. I mean, ride or die though. Like I said, you gotta give it to Ralph for not being selfish and wanting to go in on for to go along with them and stuff. And then Bobby wanting them to keep Mike. So that's some loyal push right there. Oh, what else went on? But yeah, I did not know them boys was out there like that. I got the mission. Excuse me. I guess my voice ain't fully back. I forgot to mention Earl from the last part one though. Man, they was only having damage about to have orgies and shit. Drinking, and then this new one, they were here drinking, partying, leaving Ralph hanging because he's on doing all the work with singing and stuff. Bobby, and I ain't know Bobby was out there like that quicker. Like I didn't know he was doing the coke thing that early, like during the New Edition day. I thought that happened around during his solo era, but I guess it was kind of motivating him to do it. But I can see why he got pushed into that because that manager had Gary. Yeah, he probably got tired of him and of treating him like kids. So it was kind of like he lashed out though, because I saw the interview. It was like after the first part one. It was an interview on YouTube about them talking about the firing Brooke though, and Bobby talked about saying that when they fired Brooke, that was when he was on version one to be solo because he loved Brooke and he didn't want that shit to happen. So that's crazy. My bad. I just really ain't put the picture up I have up, but yeah, my fault. I forgot to put the picture up. Decide to do his reaction video. I forgot to put the picture up. So yeah, that was yeah, that probably pushed him to be the way he was. You know what I mean? Yeah, but man. Speaking of Gary, who knew he was doing dirty? Not he was doing dirty, talking shit, talking slick around the moms and stuff. Yeah, he was just as bad and slightly worse than Maury Starr. Maybe not worse, but definitely the same level though. Say that though. Yeah, oh god, Bobby Brown Moncaro was a pain in the ass, as I thought. But she came to assist later on though when she needed help with when she needed Gerald Busby, the president of MCA, to help with getting Bobby his solo scene because after he got kicked out, I'm skipping ahead. He did get kicked. They showed when he got kicked out or anything, voted out because he was stepping. I think part of it is he snapped because when he was doing his own thing, you know what I mean, taking over the show, they just moved on with the next up with him. I guess that's pushed him to act the way he acted for them to finally kick him out. And all the shit he been doing though too outside of the group. And I think, well, like I said, they didn't want to do that. Was all on Gary for influencing them. That's why that animosity came towards them even more towards Gary. Ah, man. What else I'm missing out here? Yeah, we're about to get this kid right. I ain't know Rob had a little, almost had a kid early, but lost a baby. And then that. Now, there's one point I like to discuss on air that people that did watch, I want to take this time to do a little. I want to what do you call it though? A little explanation about that part. It's a part on there where Mike is riding with Dyson though, and he not sure about his group or anything. This is after Bobby got kicked out, and he knows the label on the All For One album called Fast Break Production. And that's when he found that Gary was a little foul. So here's the deal with that. It is a production company. The production company is real, but not the name. It was his name because they changed the name due to cause I'm guessing lawsuit. They can't use for undisclosed reason. That's the thing, but sometimes biopics though they do that. So the original label it was a label there. It was called Jump Shoot though. I remember the label so much because I love the logo on it. Cause it was like a note with two basketball sneakers on there instead of the actual note. So yeah, that's what happened with that one. So yeah, so pretty much Gary was the owner of Jump Shoot Record, which in the movie he called it Fast Break to avoid lawsuit. And it's a lot of movies that Bob Pick that does that too. Like one definitely I can remember it was TLC. For those reasons, when Left Eye was doing solo, she's really rolling with Death Row or The Road time. But on the movie, they say she's working on Master P. I guess that was like some undisclosed close with that. And there was like another company, another biopic story I remember, and they changed. They was going to be sponsored by one company, but they changed it because they avoided I guess avoided not mentioning the real company though. I forgot what movie or something. I remember that specifically though too as well. But yeah, biopics will do stuff like that. There's not because they try and be dramatic, just because they try and avoid lawsuits. Because shit can happen and stuff is mentioned though, like and people can and stuff like this can and or like it's not signed off or anything. So yeah, that's the situation with that Fast Break record. Is really jump and shoot production though. Like look that up. That was what their second and third album was under. And I think Under the Moon was under it. No, it wasn't. But them two albums was under that though. But yeah, but kudos to Mike, and then that was not Nelson Mike Dyson telling Mike how to get himself in business because that was the right thing to do because like he worried about the money like he got the business mind and despite Garrett being dirty to him he had a good mind on Mike because he knew he was smart and everything. And then the whole thing with Ralph Ray leave and shit. Well, and see, like he got influenced by his girlfriend at the time too, because he seen Bobby doing success with his first album, and see all these other, see him just now getting awarded, all these other legends getting awards for him. They said he need to get that too. I mean, he shouldn't have sprung on the boys that quick though, like that, like out of nowhere. Just told them up front first, like instead of like just dropping it on them. Well, I guess because they wanted to do the new album next and everything and he was tripping and everything. I mean, he had a reason to. Like some stuff that happens comes out in the light later on. Like he went because one he sacrificed doing he wanted to do solo and instead he wanted to bring his friends with him. That was back when Mario started, and then him being in the studio all day and they going out having fun while he's in the studio working and shit. And they was like, and in the end of the first part one, they left him hanging with the girls and everything. He left nothing but sitting in the couch with no food left. It was crazy. So yeah, you can't blame him for the way he acted it though, but you can't blame the guys for reacting as well. And you can't blame Johnny because Johnny didn't know what was going on. And you see how they both got clash. They both didn't clash. They come together of agreement of what happened and that they was brought in the same way. Like Jared Butler said, they do this, they'll solo power popping or anything. Well, yeah, that came in agreement. Like they knew what was up at, and it was like, let's just do this now, man. And they compliment each other wishes and shit though too. And then, they did the Cage Stand Ray performance. That was awesome. The early performance too, like Mr. Telephone Man and all that, awesome too. But they killed it. Luke James killed Johnny Gill. He did that thing. All of them did their thing with that though. And they get ready to do this love videotape and everything. I guess where you run back. I guess that's going to happen. I guess that's going to be beginning the third part with them leaving on that because it also left out with them. With Lou announcing the tour and also that Bobby Brown will be joining them. So, can't wait to see how part 3 going to be. And song from the previews is going to be pretty interesting though. Oh man, so sorry I get my voice ain't fully back. Yes, that's why I'm not as like heavy voice right now. But This is my review for New Edition Story Part 2. The Part 3 review will come either later on today after I watch it or I do it tomorrow. But yeah. So it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.